I am sufficient. Greetings, this is Laura H. You're watching Beyond 7, and this is the second defining statement that I learned from the Wonders. A few years ago, I discovered the Wonders. The Wonders are a collective consciousness channeled by this gentleman. His name is Rene Cadet, with the help of his wife Maggie. And it's been quite a journey for me. I love the energy that I get, and I love the teachings that I discovered. And if you want to learn more, you may want to understand and feel and get the real deal. You can discover more on their website, is in the descriptions below. So today is about the second defining statement, I am sufficient. Now, I've heard this before. I am sufficient, I am enough, I am good enough, I am perfect as I am. For me, somehow the words I am sufficient had different energy. So that's why I was attracted to it, and I decided to understand these 6 defining statements. This is the second video. If you want to watch the other videos, you can find them in my playlist Oneness with the Wonders. Sufficiency means sometimes a word of affirmation. Yes, I'm good, I'm sufficient, I can do this, and so on. And the biggest revelation for me was to understand the fact that sufficiency is an energy, is something that we are born with. It's who we are sufficient. It's almost like a matrix we come with and we go from there. And by creating certain structures in our thinking process, basically certain belief structures, we modify this matrix, this sufficiency. And of course, we reduce it. Our mind and what we do as a habit, we all do this, we begin to judge what we don't have. And basically, we focus mostly on what's lacking, on what's missing, on something that is insufficient, right? Think in terms of how many times you say, I can't, I don't have this. That's the psychology of insufficiency. The biggest takeaway for me was to shift this perspective of lack, move up a bit, not spatially, but just in my perception of everything that is around me, and observe the fact that sufficiency exists, not just within who I am, within what I have, within my friends, my family, my life, my circumstances, but in itself, sufficiency exists even within lack. So instead of observing, I thought that was fantastic, instead of observing what's missing, observe from a perspective of sufficiency. In other words, if you want to observe abundance, instead of observing, hey, I don't have any money, I don't have this and I don't have that, or I can't afford this, I'll move to this perception here and understand that, well, there is an abundance of lack. An abundance of lack of money, an abundance of lack of time, an abundance of lack of talents, and so on. In other words, there is sufficiency even within insufficiency. And this is a statement that you have to reflect upon. It took me some time to understand it and begin to observe how sufficient my life is, even in those areas where I consider lack or insufficiencies. There are 6 defining statements. There are more videos on the Wonders. You can find them on the Oneness with the Wonders playlist. And I hope this second of the defining statements, of the 6 defining statements, is going to be to you as revealing as it was to me. If you allow yourself to absorb the energy of these words, I am sufficient, and there is sufficiency in everything that you are, everything that you have, and everything that is around you, including the people around you. I promise you, you might feel a shift and you might take yourself to the next level if that's where you are heading to. This is it. Ciao for now.